Oh, hey. I'm back here. Sup? You have done well, Link. My man! Give my boy Groose a high five. Link, thank you. I think it's over. Finally, it's all over. Nice going, you two. You guys were totally amazing in this little adventure I like to call The Legend of Groose. That's a little joke. Make the Legend of Groose game, Nintendo, you cowards. Joke or not, your contributions to our efforts were heroic. You have my thanks. Ah, well, you know. Just glad I can make myself useful. I'm happy things turned out okay. Hey, so things look pretty sewn up here. What do you say, guys? Ready to head back to our own time? Granny was really worried about you two. We don't want to keep the old girl in suspense too long. Hylia, your grace. Hylia, whatever. Or perhaps you prefer Zelda. It pleases me to know you're safe. Master, I must speak with you. Master Link, you have successfully protected the goddess reborn and defeated Demise, fulfilling your role as the hero of legend. My purpose here is complete. Therefore, I ask you to dissolve our arrangement as master and servant. That's normally not up to the servant. Normally the servant, like, I guess, you know, the servant would probably ask pretty frequently and the master would be like, no. Drive the sword into the pedestal before you, and I will return to the sword to enter a sleep without end. Or until the next Zelda game. Master, you have achieved the purpose you were chosen to fulfill. Please set the sword in the pedestal and bring the goddess's mission to an end. Now, Master, it is time to include our necessary companionship. But I like this sword. It goes so well with my shield. Ah, well, girlfriend said I had to. At least you get to keep the scabbard. It'll make a nice ornament on my wall. Link. Link, hear me. My purpose was to obey the command of the goddess and lead you, the chosen hero of this land, on your quest. When I first awoke and began this task, I perceived it as merely serving my function as a servant to her grace. However, I have come to consider the information corresponding to our time together among the most precious data I have on record. I do not have the capability to fully understand the human spirit, Link. But now, at the end of my journey with you, as I prepare to sleep within the Master Sword forever, I experience a feeling I am unable to identify. I lack sufficient data to be sure of my conclusion, but I believe this feeling correlates closest to what your people call happiness. Our partnership is at an end, and even as we speak, I feel my consciousness fading away. Before I entered the sleep that calls me to the sword, I wish to relay to you words that I recorded many times over the course of our journey. Many have said them to you thus far, but now I wish to say them for myself. Thank you, Master Link. May we meet again in another life. That's such a good ending, dude. That's such a good final moment with Fee. Really fantastic. They nailed that. Love it. What? Impa, why? Come with us. Zelda, your grace, you possess the memories of the goddess. You must understand why that is not possible. I am a being of this age. My place is here. I know that, but... You must return to your own time. I will take care of the gate once you have passed through. I can't do that. You and I have been through so much together. I don't want to leave you alone. Please, Impa, come back with us. Zelda, at the command of the goddess, I passed through the gate of time. I did so to protect you and aid the fight to prevent the world's destruction. The last remnants of demise are decaying slowly within the sword. Someone must stay behind to watch over this blade. His spirit must not reawaken. He must never be allowed to threaten the world again. This is the nature of the task given to my tribe, the Sheikah. As a member of the Sheikah, the goddess's chosen guardians, I gladly welcome this duty. Zelda, I shall watch over the Triforce. Its power is too great to leave in the grasp of man. Dependence on its might is an invitation to disaster. When it has served its purpose, it must be secreted away to lie dormant once again, the knowledge of its existence hidden from mortal history. These are the words the goddess spoke to me long ago. I remember them well, as do you, I'm sure. Do not despair, Zelda. You and I will surely meet again someday. There it goes. Served its purpose. Oh, now I wonder who you could be, old lady. How do those crystals in your hair stay like that? The old lady is Impa, whoever could have predicted. See? I told you we'd meet again. You killed her, Zelda! You killed her! Oh, well, there she goes. How did she live that long? I think Groose takes this harder than anyone else. Impa, thank you. Thank you for everything. Oh, hey, Jet. You missed the final boss fight, but you're here for, like, the end credits. Ah, this music. Man, I love Skyward Sword. This game is so great. What a fantastic video game. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, ladies and gentlemen. If you own a Nintendo Switch, do yourself a favor and buy this game. It deserves the support, and man, it's so good. Yeah, those two mini-games sucked, but other than them, fantastic. I can't wait to do hero mode later down the line and get to play this game on the channel for a third time. And there you have it, the credits. Oh, that's right, the credits in Skyward Sword show you what happened to Zelda at the start of the game when she got separated from you. I love it. This is how you do good credits. You do neat things like this to make them seem less boring and tedious because you get, like, this information that you didn't get to see before. Oh, so good. Yep, right there is where old Impa found her, because Zelda said the old lady at the temple told her to go to the shrines. Gave her a change of clothes, too, and the harp. How nice. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, so good. Anyways, yeah, Skyward Sword. Fantastic game. Like, easiest 9 out of 10 in my life. 9.5 out of 10, maybe, even. It's a great game. It's my favorite Zelda game. Really close with Twilight Princess, but I do like Skyward Sword a bit more than Twilight Princess, mostly because of the theming of the game and all that. And I love the way motion controls work in this game. This is like pretty much the only game that has ever made me enjoy motion controls, and that is saying something. But really just a fantastic game. Highly recommend. Great story, great characterization as far as Zelda games go. Obviously, Zelda games aren't heavily focused on that kind of thing. But, going off of Zelda standards, even going off of normal standards, like for a game that doesn't heavy focus on, like, oh, the biggest point is the storyline and the character development, Skyward Sword just does fantastic with it regardless, despite not having that be a main focus of the game itself and being more focused on the dungeons and gameplay. The dungeons are great, the gameplay is really good, fun enemies, great bosses. I love the boss rush. I love the theming of the game, how it goes through with crafting the Master Sword, fighting Demise, and starting, like, the Curse of Ganondorf and all that by defeating him. For all of the other games, it's, like, considered the first in the Zelda timeline. Just great. Just great all around. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. I just really love it. It's a great game. Motion controls can get a little finicky here and there, but normally it's really easy to fix by pressing Y. It was even better on the Wii, I feel like, because I do feel like the Wii Motion Plus is a better, like, motion control device than the Joy-Cons are. The Joy-Cons are not that great, but they do well enough. And, yeah. I don't have any major gripes with the game other than those 2 mini-games that you need to do really well at to get the Pieces of Heart. I wish they had put those 2 Pieces of Heart somewhere else. But other than that, you know, I've got some minor gripes here and there. The Tad Tone section of the game, I don't think is... Some people, I think I talked about it when we did the Tad Tone section. There are a handful of people that are like, this is the worst thing ever. I wouldn't go that far. It's probably my least favorite part of the game. It's not as fun as everything else. So it definitely... They could have done something better there, but I still thought it was fine. I had enough fun. So, but that was probably the weakest part of the game for me. Dude, Friggin' Ancient Cistern, probably the best dungeon in the game. I love that one. One of the best for sure. Great dungeon there. Love it. But yeah, overall, not any really major complaints. Just like a nitpick here and there, which is to be expected with all the great games you play. Just like, you know, I had some small nitpicks with Persona, Tales of Xillia, and Xenoblade Chronicles, which are like my 2 favorite games. Even those I had a nitpick here and there. I do really wish that the game let you douse for the pieces of heart. That would be nice. I wish I could have doused for the pieces of heart, but it's not, again, small nitpick, not a huge deal. Overall, the game is just chef's kiss. Fantastic. Well made, very fun. Just a really, really enjoyable game. Love it. Love it, love it. It took me a bit longer to finish than I expected. I think we probably would have been done in about 3 hours in today's stream if I hadn't spent like 40 minutes doing those mini games and getting those extra pieces of heart. So, you know, but even then, it took about 3.5 hours to wrap up everything today, so we went a little over, but that's fine. I had a really good time, and I'm glad we did it. And now with Skyward Sword checked off the list, that's another one done. Another game in the books. Obviously, I'll be playing more Zelda games in the future. I do want to go back and play some other older Zelda games. I really want to play Ocarina of Time at some point, because I know a lot of people love Ocarina of Time. So I want to play that at some point. I'll do that whenever I do. It'll definitely be on the channel. I'll do hero mode of this at some point. Again, I don't know when I'd do it, but I'll definitely get to it at some point, because I want to have hero mode on the channel. I was planning on doing hero mode on the Wii version until they announced HD, and then I was like, well, I'm just going to wait for HD instead. But yeah. So, you know, and obviously, like, when Breath of the Wild 2 and stuff comes out, I will play those as well. But yeah, that's really all I have to say, pretty much. I love the environments in this game. They're so good. That's pretty much all I have to say. Oh, the spider. Deathicus Arachnus, or whatever Megamind called it in the movie. Fantastic game. Go buy it. It's worth your time, I promise. It's very fun. But now that I've got this checked off the list, and we got Digimon World Next Order done today as well. Gonna start Mass Effect 3 soon. Keep working on Neo Twooey. Maybe get some villainous streams with the boys and the girls in here and there if I can. And we'll start knocking those out. Starting some new games soon, hopefully. Nintendo was the author of this software? I had no idea. This is a Nintendo game? Crazy. I never knew. I thought Insomniac made this. Hey, the Triforce. Is there anything else in the, like, little post-credits thing? I don't remember, actually. I think this might just wrap up. Hey, Nintendo. They really wanted to hammer home that they made this. Just in case anyone playing a Legend of Zelda game thought someone else did. Legend of Zelda brought to you by Ubisoft. Oh, there is a post-credit. I knew it. Oh, the Loftwings came down to the surface, and they brought Gapora down. Because they're on the surface now. Oh, not those freaks. No, go back to the sky where you belong. Stay out of here. Why does Stritch's bird have hair just like him? That's awful. My man Groose. Look at him go. The true hero of this game. What a lad coming through. Oh yeah, I do remember this post-credit scene now. Bye! Look around us. As a child, I always dreamed of a world below. I wanted to see the surface with my own eyes and feel the land's warm breeze on my skin. I think I want to live here. I always want to feel solid ground beneath my feet, see the clouds above my head, and watch over the Triforce. What about you, Link? What will you do now? I'm gonna use the Triforce to wish for my anime waifu. Like any sane person would. Pretty sure they just kissed off screen. Calling it. The end. We talking Urbosa or Zelda for anime waifu? Well, Urbosa doesn't exist in this game, so we have to settle for Zelda instead. Which, you know, settling, quotation marks. Zelda's pretty great. If I can use the Triforce to wish for Urbosa, then I'll wish for Urbosa with the Triforce. I love that little end screen. That's so nice. Love it. Man, this is almost a 6-hour stream. Holy cow. You can play again in hero mode using the save data. Do you want to continue? Yep. Select a save file. I will actually do a... Yeah, look, I went into the demise fight with 1, 2, 3... Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 7.5 less hearts? I think I would have beaten demise with half a heart. Or a heart and a half. Without the fairy in the bottle. If I had just been at full health. Save it in this other spot. Your progress up to this point will be deleted. Are you sure you want to play hero mode? I don't want to delete my progress, but I guess you have to. I don't want to load up hero mode right now. I want to go back to the title screen, so I'll just say no thanks. Return to the title screen without saving. You will be able to select hero mode by starting a new save file. Oh, yeah. Then just return to the title screen. Yeah. Thank you. Or I would have just beat demise again if I wanted hero mode unlocked. There you have it. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Thank you all so much for everyone who watched this playthrough on YouTube or Twitch. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did because I absolutely love this game. It was so much fun playing this on the channel again. And I look forward to playing it on the channel a third time when I eventually do hero mode down the line. I don't know when that will be, but it'll definitely happen. But there are a lot of other games that I want to play now that I've gotten this off of my plate. So, it'll be a little bit, but I'll get to it eventually, I promise. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. So if you... no, stop it. If you want to try and catch any of these streams live, any future playthroughs I do, whether it's hero mode of Skyward Sword, other Zelda games, or other playthroughs in general, link to my Twitch channel description. I'd love to see you there. If not, keep watching on YouTube. I appreciate the support either way. And until next time, farewell.